Look at that. Uh-oh. Look at you guys. Are y'all still in here? I can't tell if they still here with me. Hi! Oh my goodness. Look at everybody. Oh, Justin. How are you guys? Now, you guys know I had to play a little bit with StreamYard because I told I told was going to try this week. You guys were so diligent the last few weeks, showing up, dealing with all of the hamster whales. So let's see who we have in here. Hopefully everyone's still in here. I appreciate you all coming and hanging out. Hey, Mickey! Hi! Hey, Robert! How are you? I see Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Elizabeth Adams. Hello. How are you? Hi, Brittany. Jeremy. I don't know how to get you I see Jeremy in here, but I don't know how to get him a wrench. That's something that I have to learn. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, a Reese's egg. It's mine. That's actually my mom's. I was going to give it to her because that's her favorite.
It might not happen.
She felt like she didn't get caught in her Easter basket the actual Reese's eggs, so she wanted more. And I figured I'd go through mine. I had like 6 of them. I ate 2. And so here's the third. And then I gave her 2. You have a wrench? Okay. I guess I can't see it in here. He has a wrench. You just can't see it. Alrighty. So hopefully this goes off really well. As you guys can see, this is a commissioned piece. Justin commissioned it. I'm going to let you see it. It's a finish. A finish. It is, I decided to take a tip from Elliot. Elliot started on a piece and he gave himself plenty of time so that it can be prepared. And he's giving it for an anniversary gift in July. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work a little further ahead than I normally would. Normally, I would have started this the beginning of May, trying to get it done by, what is Mother's Day going to be, the 12th or something like that. And I would have given myself such a tight deadline. So Justin purchased the piece. I worked on the piece. It's going to be a Mother's Day gift for a girlfriend of mine. Went to college with her long time ago. So long ago that she never had children, and her parents consider my kids their grandkids. And so Justin commissioned this, and I completed it because Justin has too many projects of his own. So I'm going to take the wrap off. Let's see if let's see if it sparkles. And it does. Okay. Looky. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Yeah. Look at that. I don't know why, but sometimes the sparkle just doesn't show up on camera. It doesn't render. I'm lurking and working, but I'm still here. Okay, Brittany. All right, then. Here we go. So the next thing that I'm going to do with this painting is a little customization. No, you don't think this would be good? These are paints that I wanted to go around the edge.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
one. So I was like, wait, I thought it would be a good idea. I saw the ad was that just called my name. And the ad said that you could do like an underpaint around, and then you can layer it with these new enchanted shimmer paints.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, so they shimmer and shine. The color is on the lid. This is a gold. And obviously, the title of this painting is The Gold of Africa. So I was thinking that I would either paint on the outer edge, either a black paint and then add like the gold shimmer over it, or it's almost, it'll give it like an AB type shimmer, if you guys are wondering. This is just a plain like silvery shimmer. Couldn't go wrong with the green, obviously my favorite color, so I have the green shimmer. It gives like a green purple, almost like the black AB, but again, in an acrylic paint. And then I also purchased their metallic paint. I'm gonna see if I can get that into the camera, give you an idea. It is a little bit of texture, but as you can see, the metallic paints, they go on with like a metal like finish to them. Yeah. So, you know, those are some of the ideas that I have in mind for this. What do you guys have in mind? And yeah, just, you know, coming up with some different concepts, different ways to customize. Obviously, you guys know I've been on the customization tip, especially as far as sparklers are concerned. AB diamonds, it's just kind of rerouting and adding my own color and things. I'm always going to be a student of learning and, you know, trying to be a little different. And so, you know, that's where I'm going to be at with that. Can you put this over here? Obviously, now I'll have to move on to my next painting. If you guys, that did come out really nice. So my next project, I don't know quite yet, because we have the, what is it called? The Biggin of Biggins, the Big Mama Biggins. I can't remember what Sherry's calling it, but I know the painting has to be a 90 centimeter painting. So I wanted to see what you guys were going to be selecting. Obviously, my choices are either Jasmine, Pocahontas. Pocahontas would be something that I've been deciding. What's it? Get your biggin on. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, so it's going to be hashtag DP Get Your Big On. So with that said, it has to be a minimum of 90 centimeters. And with that said, I am thinking, hi, Celia! Thinking between Pocahontas, Jasmine, I believe my Chuck Pinson from Dreamer Design. I think that's a 90 centimeter. I have to check on that. Nope, it's not. It's a 60 by 80. Oh, well, that's out of the question. So it's going to be a cross between Pocahontas then and Jasmine. Those go up to 125. Also, I think, oh goodness, I can't remember. The one where the lady got the wedding dress on, I think you're voting for Jasmine. Okay, so it sounds like it might be Jasmine because I can't remember the size. I want to say the other one goes up to a 90, but we'll have to see. But Jasmine's going to be a lot of fun. Beautiful colors. And I don't yet have my teeny ma. I don't have my sparklers order yet, but I did have some things in mind I was hoping to be able to use on Jasmine. So we'll see. We'll see. I know she's cranking out the orders. Everybody, I know the incentive stimulus money is coming around, and everyone, and you know, they're all in different situations, I guess is a good way to put it. And so with that said, you know, social media is hilarious. One of the things that, you know, I'm noticing is, you know, everyone's got their little meme up of, you know, what they're going to be putting their stimulus towards. Obviously, you fall on hard times. This is something that was supposed to help keep you above water. And I'm hoping that with it, a lot of people are able to, to utilize it, in a fashion that assists them. But there are a lot of people who were, still working. Even the people, who are unemployed. If they filed for unemployment and they've been getting it, they got that extra $600 a week on top of their regular unemployment. Plus, they got the stimulus. So many of them are, planning on a big spree. Is there anything out there that you guys are planning? That's what I want to know. Stimulus coming, it's extra money. Everybody long time ago spent up their income tax. So now, what are you guys heading towards? So what I wanted to do is kind of, have a quick discussion. We have two different, mindsets going on here. You guys know my son, Justin, my co-host, my partner in craft. That was good, wasn't it? And my partner in craft. And so he and I, we diamond paint often together. This is his little studio that's getting cluttered. Mommy, sorry. I'm sorry.
I haven't been here for a while, so
That's true. So I got all this stuff piled up on his little studio area. And, obviously this is my section here. This is the Queens area, And so I wanted to just have a really quick, session with everyone and see what the distinctions are. I want a craft table for the living room. This is not the living room. This is the art studio. And people get to join me in my studio and relax with me. That's how I look at it. Don't laugh at me. So, Justin,
yes.
Stimulus, you're working hard. You're an essential worker. And you hear that, there's going to be stimulus incentive. What are you thinking as far as shopping? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? What do you, where do you think your dollars are going to go?
Just to my dang bank account. I'm ready to just sit down and just relax.
Just gonna save, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's wise. I really do. In this day and age, I think this was a valuable lesson. I had a discussion with you and three of your friends, D, Caesar, and Caesar's little brother. And so we had a discussion and we were talking about, what are they doing? They all had decent jobs, young, college age men. What are you doing with your money? And Caesar told me, who's 22, he told me he's not even thinking about saving for at least another 4 years. Don't look at him until he's 26. On the downside, toward his 30s, that is when he felt the need to start saving. Had a conversation with Caesar a week ago, last Monday. Caesar unfortunately lost his job during this time. And all he could say was, Auntie, you were so right. Saving a little and then spending a little is so wise. So that's why I'm asking, in these uncertain times, does it change how you normally would spend? Are you, needing it to kind of stay above water? Is this something that's extra? And is it, an incentive to save? Or, do you need it to get a couple of things? I think that's a great question. New phone, my screen is shattered. Excellent idea. Definitely an excellent idea. Yeah. Rebecca says, I'm thinking I need to buy muumuu dresses to cover my weight gain. Man, I'm trying my hardest. I started drinking these Atkins shakes so I don't be tempted to snack. And the problem with it is they're not nasty. So I'll have 3 or 4 of them in a day. I might as well just get a couple snacks. But that was the incentive behind it. They're low in carbs. Their first ingredient is water. They have very little sugar. So that's how I was looking at it. So yeah, definitely. Cindy B, hey! Shawana says she's gonna buy some food and rent. I am tired of buying food. I've been shopping 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, we get on that Walmart app almost 2-3 days.
Yes, we're on the Walmart app probably every 2 days, hoping to get some. So I'll place an order for about $200, and I may be lucky if they deliver $70 or $80 worth of food, which means a day or so later, I'm trying to find another delivery slot, and I'm trying to order what didn't come in the previous order. I'll place another $200-$300 order. Same thing will happen. So much stuff will be out. I know they say that you should get up and go early, but the way that they're doing the shopping now, you're in line for a long period of time.
Yeah.
You're in line. They allow, if 3 people come out, then they allow 3 people in 6 feet increments to go in. So the first, if you're there when it opens, then, they'll allow in 6 feet increments up to so many people. When you get in the stores, all the aisles are now one way, and they are talking about not allowing you to purchase anything but essential items. So if you're an essential worker and you need some new shoes or a shirt or something,
You gotta go online.
You have to go online for that stuff. Elizabeth says, I have a craft room downstairs with a 4x6 foot table. My daughter goes to bed early since she is still working, and her bedroom is in the basement. The rest is going to be saved. There you go. You sound like Justin. Justin definitely wants to start building on his bank account. Let's see. Everyone's saying not sure what painting yet. Me either. I think I'm going to go with Jasmine. Going back up. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to miss anyone. Hey, Cindy B. Justin was just talking about you earlier. He said he knows you were going to miss him, Cindy B. Did splurge on a few diamond paintings, and we'll save the rest. That's what we're all going to do. Cindy B said, I did Walmart pickup on Monday. It was great. I may never do my own shopping again. I may have to look into that. I'm wondering if they have better options for the pickup than they do for the delivery.
I mean, I don't know about the pickup, but hey.
I think it might be worth it.
It might be. Yeah.
I mean, we are so low. We have a ton of food, but it's just not the stuff that we got beginnings, no endings, things like that. We got soup.
Beginnings, no.
Yeah, we got soup, no chicken. So how do you have chicken soup?
Kool-Aid, no sugar. Butter, no jelly.
Cindy B said, I did miss you, Justin. It might be the same stuff as delivery. Okay, well, I'm going to check it. I hadn't thought about that. Brittany says, I'm saving so we can move out soon. And I'm working on Diamond Art Club, one worth melting for. Oh, that one is cute. That one is really cute. And it's still on sale, I think. So, for me, and I don't know if I'm getting a stimulus check. I always say, if I don't, we'll see. But I don't know. I know there's a limit on, income and things like that. So, and I haven't really looked into it. I just know that, hi, Miss Tria, how are you? So we'll see. I'm hoping, I know they start going down after a certain amount up until you don't get anything. So we're definitely going to see. And I was telling everyone that for right now, because I'm still working, I'm in training, and I'm going back to school, insurance school, to finish up licensing and things like that, which are all things that are paid for by my job. So I'm doing pretty well And so with the stimulus, things that they're not a necessity, but there are things that I've wanted to get for the sake of our lifestyle are going to be camping equipment. I know what you're thinking. You have to make less than 75,000. Yeah. It's gonna be close. That's all I can say. Bonuses and things. I don't know. We'll see.
The amount of overtime I'll be packing in.
I don't know. Anyway, I'll probably have to just hit up my savings. But I wanted to buy all camping equipment. It's really all that I wanted to do. I was going to buy. We need new tents. We need new propane, new cooking gear.
We haven't had no tent.
We haven't had no. It's been a long time since we had a tent.
Like last time we had a tent, I was 5.
No, you were older than that because Tiara was.
Yeah, you're right.
Tiara, yeah, you had to be 10 or 11.
That was a little.
That was a long time ago.
That is a whole.
That's a long time ago. Because Tiara, I think, was. Tiara was 5 or 6. Yeah, and it was like ripping and stuff.
She was 6.
So we need new camping equipment, just so you know. You're lucky in my country. There is no check, and many people are losing their jobs. Glamping, maybe. Rebecca, yes, I'm on Social Security and I have a pension. Are you gonna be able to get anything, Cindy B? I think even if that you're working and things like that, it still is a good way to help you, so you don't feel like you're losing something during these uncertain times.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I think is on everybody's mind, the what if. What happens if? So that's why I, think it's a good idea. Cindy B got her money. She got $850. Well, that's pretty good. That's really good. Ooh. All right. So see, everyone's going to pretty much, unless you make too much.
So are we supposed to be getting ours?
Yeah, I think so. You and Grandma. There you go. But yeah, for me, it looks like I'm gonna, be taking a little trip into the savings, and what I'm gonna do is probably, I need to go get some camping stuff. The last time we went camping, we went with my brother and his wife and kids, and all I can tell you is day and night, between my kids and my brother's kids. Oh my goodness. When I tell you unprepared, bring camping food. What do you guys think camping food is? For us, camping food is, dogs, maybe some burgers, but, sausage, some meat, things like that. Vegetables, things you can put in foil, put on the grill, things that go a long way. You probably want to have, hey, Sherry, you made it. You probably want to have things like, snacks, cookies, things like that. Some stuff that'll stick. Marshmallows. My brother and them brought like Little Debbie snack cakes.
I wasn't used to the lifestyle.
We brought water. They brought like little the jug juices. And so we're out camping, and I tell you, if we could have filmed and made a movie, it would have been the most hilarious movie on the face of the earth. First of all, when we go camping, we, permanent tan people, we go camping, we usually are additional items, in the setting. We're not usually the whole, we there with family and friends. We're not the family that's going camping. So we're okay with that. We've gone and we're like the additional, set and things. And my brother and his wife, they've really never been. So we had that to contend with. We're going to show them the ropes. And they brought the laziest kids on the face of the earth.
No,
I tell the kids, hey, it's time to go, get firewood. We got to be prepared for later when it gets dark. When it gets dark, if you go camping, when it get dark, the world shuts down. It's like it's dark. You don't know dark until you're in the woods and you're not near street lights, and it's just
you don't know dark until you've been in the dark desert.
exactly, and it's pitch black. You don't have nothing. The moon's not even out. Where was the moon?
Sleeping.
The moon wasn't even out. You stupid.
That was funny.
It was.
That was funny. I like that one.
He said it was sleeping. Sleeping. The moon was asleep.
I'm keeping that.
We were hanging out. Let's go get firewood. My kids go and get firewood. They come back.
We got flashlights, buddy.
They do. They come back with big barrels of firewood. My brother sends his kids to go get firewood, and they never come back. Like, where the hell the kids at? They done found their asses a stump somewhere, and they sitting down with Daisy Buds on the stump, like, don't tell us to get some firewood. We gonna go here. We ain't gonna need. Like, they're collecting firewood for a few hours. They're not doing anything. Then they get hungry. I told my brother, let's go ahead. Let's get everything set up. Let's get the food going. And that way, they won't be stuck. The kids go in and get the snacks. They're eating Little Debbie cakes. They're drinking up the chugs. And my kids had water. I brought water, lots of water. We're going to stay hydrated. We're going to stay energized. Water. And so Little Debbie snack cakes, when you're hot and trying to do some things, on top of sugary, what are those? Chug, what are those things called? I can't remember. They're little juice things like this. They're drinking these. They're eating Little Debbie cakes. They start to get cranky. We have our camping gear. We have our chairs set up. We have everything.
Huge tent.
We got everything set up on our side. We're ready to go. These fools push my kids out of their own chairs. How about we tired? We trying to lay down. You move your feet. Is that what they're called, Jeremy? Jugs? Hugs? They're I think hugs, but I can't remember.
I think it's the jugs.
Jugs, yeah. They bought these things like this, pure sugar on top of Little Debbie cakes. There's we make our own trail mix. They don't have any nuts.
Man, we had trail mix.
No.
We had even cooked kebabs and stuff like that.
Correct. They have nothing but Little Debbie cakes, and the kids told my kids, we got our area. I told my kids, well, why don't you rest up? All we're doing right now, we're going to wait for the food to finish up. Then we're going to go down. We always go for a hike. The hike is pretty far. You have to have sustenance, and you have to be hydrated. They told my kids they wouldn't get up out of my kids' own seats. You move your feet, you lose your seat. How do you move your feet and lose your own seat? The one you brought to somebody who didn't bring one.
Exactly. You really did think about bringing your own seat.
They brought nothing but their appetite and some Little Debbie cakes. We go on the hike. Every inch of the hike, they were fussing and whining, fighting, complaining. Oh my goodness, this was the longest, and it was just one day. We didn't go for a week or anything like that, just the longest one day. Oh, I'll never forget that. Anyway, like I said, if I could have made a movie, Robert said, oh my God. We go on a hike. It was a long hike. We come back. I'm not small. my kids are very patient with me, but, I don't hold them back from doing anything. We can do whatever you want, and it just may take mommy a little bit longer. That's all. So if they want to go hiking, we hiking. If they want to hike, we've hiked difficult trails. We've gone up, hills and things like that. It just may take me a little bit longer. My niece and nephew, able-bodied kids. My nephew, he is so muscular, it is not funny. And they were sitting there complaining the whole time. They made it such a horrible trip, such a horrible experience. So we don't have camping equipment because the next time we were supposed to go, the first thing out, especially my daughter is younger than my son. She was like, is they going? Because I'm not going anymore with them. I'll stay here at the house for the whole weekend by myself. I'm not going with them anymore.
She did say that. She did say that.
So,
I was like, hey, I'm down. Let's go camping again. She said,
She don't want to go camping with them at all.
She said it exactly like this.
So
Mom suggested it. She was like, you want to go camping? Yeah.
With them at all. So, we just trying to be in, with family and things like that. And
things have gotten better. But that instance,
I do think that I do think that things have gotten a lot better. My niece and nephew, obviously, they had to learn a little bit. They had to really realize that contribute much on that trip at all. But I think you've grown a little. They both have significant others. My nephew, I'm sure he has been camping with his in-laws, and things have changed. He definitely helps out. My niece, she might be a little too pretty to go camping. I don't even think glamping would be an ideal setting for her, but at least she's aware of her opportunities. I think that's a good way to say it. She's aware of her opportunities. So, is there anything out there that you guys just would not do with family? Anywhere you won't go, anything that you feel needs to be limited, because at the end of the day, they dragging you back, they holding you down. What about you? Camping.
Nah, nothing really. Like me and Shamar, we played football together, so there was not really much, stuff that we didn't do in high school or like just life period. We hung out with places together, so it's just like things I could do with him that I probably couldn't do with like Gianna.
There you go.
So.
Do you guys ever notice that guys shopping? She said shopping.
I could shop with my cousin, my cousin Driana. I could definitely shop with her, just because we have like a similar like taste in like fashion and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But that's really it. Other than that, I'll probably go to Shamar for more like fun stuff.
So my daughter and son almost are complete opposites from my niece and nephew. My son is taller than my nephew, and my son is younger than my nephew. So they call my son the big little, because he's the big cousin that's also little. He's the younger one. And the same with my daughter. My daughter's younger than my niece and taller than my niece. Their dad's like 6'5", 6'6", so obviously they're going to be extremely tall. And then my brother is short, and my brother's kids are short like him. My brother's like 5'8", 5'9", and I don't think his kids are over 5 feet tall. So I think my nephew is now 5'2", though. He had a spurt.
Like 5'4",
yeah.
5'4".
Yeah, he had a spurt. Like in the last year or so, he had a spurt, and I think that he has grown over 5, but the rest of them aren't.
Yeah, I'm up there too.
Well, how tall do you think she is?
I think she's taller than Shamar by an inch.
So about 5'3"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they had some spurts, which is great because height was an issue. It was an issue. They called my kids the Big Littles for a long time. And so I was like, well, then y'all need to call them the Little Bigs, so Little Big didn't go over quite as well as, the Big Littles. They really were proud of themselves on that one. So with that said, I noticed that me and my brother at points had one another's kids. My niece, I know you guys heard the story about me, starting a fire and me feeding toilet water to my brother and things like that. My niece, that's my niece all day. She got that from me, My daughter is, very calm, resolute, laid back. My son is also. And so that's my brother, I played every activity I could growing up. Cheerleading, volleyball, softball. I was on the dance team. I did everything I could. I worked it in somehow or another. And that's my nephew. My nephew played every sport that he could. So we always joke about how we had each other's kids. It's crazy. Is there a dynamic in your family that you guys don't recognize? You're going to have kids act like Tiara?
I feel it. I just feel it.
That might be true.
I feel it. And she might, I might have a niece and nephew that act just like me. In a single way. She probably would get annoyed by it.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like we had one another's kids. The dynamic is crazy. Robert says, my brother is bigger than I am. Aww. What are you going to be working on, Tia? That's
a good question.
A great question. Cherry, when are we starting to get your biggin on?
Uh-oh.
Jeremy says, I'm 5'6". My baby brother is 6'6". Woo! Wow. Now that's a difference right there. That's okay. That's okay, Jeremy. Mystery says I'm 5'1", but it looks like my son is going to be 6'2".
Oh.
Well, it's not that much height difference, but I am almost 5'7", and
he's 5'6". No, y'all the same height.
Okay, we're the same height, about 5'7".
Y'all the same height.
Okay, and how tall are you're 6'1"?
6 foot. Tiara's like 5.
She's 5'6".
She gotta be 5'8".
No, she's not that tall yet.
She has to be.
You think she's 5'8"?
I think so.
My son says that my daughter's 5'8".
It's not much of a height difference.
He says he's 6 foot. I think he's 6'1", but he says he's 6 foot.
I have at least a little bit more length on me if I was 6'1".
You have to wear 34. That's usually 6'2" or taller. Or NC. Oh, Cherry says Sherry is 4'11". Everyone is taller than me. I am not short. I am fun size. My niece, my oldest niece,
Yeah,
she's 4'11", and giving birth. How did you have kids? How did that work for you? When she gave birth to my grandniece, it was so difficult. We were in the hospital for 3 days, and they told us her height, because her birth canal was so small and she was so short, she did end up having to do C-section, but we were there for days. She was in distress. She just couldn't. Are you Cindy B? She's 5 foot. I never would have guessed that. I would have thought you were about 5'4", 5'5".
Cindy B 5 foot.
She's 5'4".
Girl, you was short.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Elizabeth says, Dynamite comes in small packages. That's true. Oh. My grandma was 4'11". She said she was vertically challenged. She was so funny. Oh. Everyone smash that like button and show the lovely host some love. Thank you, Jeremy. 6'1" and shortest out of 10 kids. Oh, wow. 6'1". Oh, wow. That's amazing. April 22nd is when it begins. So, Robert, to answer your question, Shawana's 5'5". I didn't know you were that tall. Very difficult because I'm so tiny. C-section with my first, then 3 natural after that. Wow, you went on to be able to have natural birth. Usually they say if you started with a C-section, pretty much all the rest after that. You're a trooper, People McNugget. Hi, Cynthia. She said she's a People McNugget. So with that said, to answer Robert's questions, I'm wondering if I was going to have time to start on this little snack or if I'm just going to finish up. I know the chuck along is over. I did not get my chuck done because I decided to interrupt that program to go ahead and get my Mother's Day commission piece started. So I have this piece right here that I feel like it's a little snack. It's a little snack. That's bakery. That came out a few weeks ago, maybe a month or 2 ago. It just released one morning, and I seen it, and I was like, oh, I jumped in real quick and placed the order, and then that was that. Let's see. I have one other. Oh, here we go. This was a gift from Justin. My son bought this one for me, and I was thinking about that. It's a small. It's bigger than I thought. It's a 48 by 32. So maybe, I don't know, what size is this? I was going to do maybe a quick small snack painting. This is this is basically a 30 by 50. This is basically a 40 by 50. I was thinking about doing maybe a small snack painting beforehand. Or I may finally get around to kind of finishing off some of the edges. What do you guys think? This is lips. And I don't know. Here, grab that, baby. I've been waiting on my paint to come in so that I can get started with finishing the edges on some of these. I have to still kind of wipe this one down. Spilled something over there. Still have to wipe this one down, and then I have to finish the edges on these. By finish, I mean when I'm giving gifts, I don't frame them. I leave the framing up to the person that's going to receive the gift. So I will do the canvas itself. I'll paint around the canvas. And I feel like, that's just to kind of add, if you're the type of person, you receive the gift and you want to hang it right away, great. I also have canvases that I can staple these to, but I only have like 3 or 4 that might fit this size. I bought some odd size when I was first buying the paintings so that, if I felt like it, I would go ahead and staple them to a stretch canvas to give as a gift. But I have since decided that I'm going to leave those for me, So someone really enjoys this, what they would end up doing is simply, taking it and getting it framed, or they could do those, what are those tape things that you put on command strips? I think they're called. Yeah, so I would do a command strip and hang 2 or 3 of these from a command, or hang this from 2 or 3 command strips. Take it off when you want to move it around, boom, and the painting is already complete and finished. So that's my concept behind just painting around the edge. I think, adding some different, like I said, just some different ambiance to it, kind of change it up a little bit, make it a little more fun. This one right here was a gift for my niece, the one that I told you guys acts so much like me. So she went to cosmetology school, and she will be getting her own chair. Her goal is to obviously learn the business well enough, save up some money to open her own spa and salon. So I felt like this would be a great painting. It's full of fashion and style. It looks like something she would actually wear, especially the glasses and the hair. And so I can see this hanging on the wall in her salon or above her chair until she gets a salon. What do you guys think? Is that a great idea? No? History says my first one was premature. Oh. Sherry, I can't even imagine what you must have gone through. You are truly a strong woman. Yep. Oh, they were all premature. Wow. Jeremy says my grandmother was 4'4". My grandfather was 6'5". Yep.
That's a gap.
That is. I think that one would look great at a salon. Yeah, I think this would be great. You walk in, you see it, you know, she's really into fashion. I can just see a lot of people, you know, really enjoying this. And so I want to paint around the outside just something that makes this part really bold. Yep. And let's have them. All right. Just making sure I didn't miss anything, huh?
I just got my
No.
I just got a notification.
No, that's it. So, notification.
Very top.
Oh. Well, there you go. Just don't buy no camping equipment.
You said just don't buy.
So let's see. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I don't see Mickey. Mickey, she probably needed to rest. So I'll probably be on with her early in the morning. Her and Rebecca and Elliot. So one thing that I do want to do while I have you guys here, thank everyone for the last, I think 3, maybe 4 weeks. You guys have been troopers. You guys come out, you guys hang out, you guys stay through all of that fuzz and all of that. Is that happening tonight? Because I remember you guys kept saying, hey, try StreamYard. Hey, try StreamYard. So I kind of tinkered around a little bit. This was a better week to do it. And the reason that it was a better week to do it is because I'm in training. I'm bored out my mind. I'm sitting there all day and I'm trying my hardest not to fall asleep. And I'm not successful. I'm not successful at all. I literally am dozing. And I fell asleep. You know how your head fall forward and your mouse move and you click something? And everybody heard everything was going on in the house. They was like, Tia, is that you? I'm like, would see, because, you know, that's the line. The that'll get you every time. And I couldn't do anything. I just, no buffering. That's right. And it's all because of you guys. I really appreciate it, though. You guys were sticking it out. Like, I appreciate it. We stay because we love you, Tia. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Because last week, you guys were hanging in there. I kept saying, if it buffers again, we'll go ahead and end tonight. And you know what they did?
They stuck.
They stuck through. They stuck through. So I really definitely appreciate all of that.
Y'all are some real ones. Real ones.
Y'all the real MVP. So also, the other thing that I wanted to say, I know I didn't do a contest for the month of April with all that was going on and everything. What I have been focusing on was, because I have my mother on lockdown. When I say lockdown, unfortunately, I'm not allowing her a lot of leeway to do anything. My mother, she has asthma, really bad. And she's on an inhaler, and she's had to, from time to time, get rushed to the hospital to keep it under control. She does have asthma medication, but it's just a fear of mine that, takes one drop, one drip. You about to head in?
Yeah, about to call my girlfriend.
I figured when your phone started beeping.
Yeah.
Good night, baby.
Right.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. You said good night to everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Hi, Monique. How are you? I couldn't follow what you're saying, but I was here. You sure were. You certainly were, and I so appreciate it and so value you guys for it. So one of the things that I was doing this month was, because you guys know I tell you, my diamond painting, I treat it as a bill. And that bill allows me to be able to do something every month, whether it's buy a ton of paintings, buy, the items that I'm going to give out in giveaways. It just allows me to be able to have fun with the diamond painting. And I really appreciate you guys showing up and helping out. And, it's an addiction for me. It's a bad addiction. It's really bad. So with that said, I tried to turn this lockdown into something for my mom to look forward to. So every time that I would have normally purchased something from either Michael's or Joann's or Diamond Art Club, I don't order that much right now from AliExpress because they had shut down and, never opened back up. I think they're opening back up now, but, why add another 2 months when, so I hadn't ordered in a while from AliExpress. But in any case, I definitely try to turn it into a fun opportunity for my mom. So, I would say, hey, here's what we're going to do, and I just got her her own tablet, and she had a little small one, but this is a big 10-inch one. And I would literally say to her, hey, here's what we're going to do today. I want you to go to this website, and I want you to look at this, pick this, pick this, pick this. And so she was having fun just learning her device, getting online, trying to find these items. And then once you get there, once you find these items, go and pick yourself an outfit. Go and get yourself a new pair of pajamas, things like that. And so I just tried to make it fun. Night, Robert. Thanks for coming. You have a good evening, okay? So she definitely would. Justin said that that's his good night when he was saying that to you guys. I see what you were saying. So what we actually ended up doing was just trying as much as possible to make her time on lockdown, fun. And it did get to the point where she was looking forward to what that next item would be or what that next website would be, and being able to jump on there and things like that. Tonight she is in the App Store, and I'm going to have her start to look at different types of apps, games and things like that. She's not big on games, but you don't know if you're big on them unless you try them. So that's what she was given today. Hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to try, because whenever you first start a game, they walk you through the first 3 levels, and they tell you press here to do that, press there to do that. So, I wanted to give her a couple of things to look forward to just to see. Hopefully, this will interest her. I've tried a lot to get her into diamond painting. I'll just be trying because she is not interested in diamond painting in the least. She used to sew, and so I was trying to get her to get into sewing, but that became a chore when we had to look for different fabric and where to get them, and this store is closed, you got to order from here, and they're only selling these to people who are donating them here. So she didn't want to deal with that hassle, which I can totally understand. The next thing that we probably should have revisited a while ago was a cooking channel. I definitely, feel that, well, I know that she should open her own restaurant. That would help me out a lot. But as far as a cooking channel, somebody has to eat the goods. Who would that be? That's the problem there. So, how are you guys doing this week? Oh, man. Are you guys in lockdown? Who's in lockdown that's in here? Anybody in lockdown? Are you guys all essential? What's going on in your life? I am in lockdown, and today is day 34. Wow, that's all I can say. And tomorrow we're supposed to find out when we would be returning to our office, if we're going to. So I definitely know Cindy B's on lockdown. Mary Ann says we are. Robert is. Let's see. Monique, we aren't over here, but everyone in my neighborhood is out and about. What? Y'all out and about. Where are you from, Monique? Melissa V, hey, what's up? How are you tonight? Miss says, I'm a teacher, but working from home. Yeah, my sister-in-law is a teacher, and she's working from home. She is working hard from home, trying to answer questions, trying to be available, trying to make sure she's pulling her students in to like sessions and things. It's a lot, and still trying to make sure she garners understanding. That's a lot right there, especially with some of these kids that, they need that extra special touch. They need someone to kind of sit with them and things like that. Monique says, I'm from Tacoma, Washington, but I live in Faircrest, Washington. I thought Washington was the first state that shut down. I've had that problem too. I'm in quarantine, actually. I got exposed by someone who didn't know they were infected. No visitors allowed. Can't go nowhere till after the 21st. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Elizabeth. Are you like in a basement? Are you down in the basement that you were telling us about earlier? Jeremy says, I'm still working. We have a curfew of 8. That's pretty much what's going on here, Jeremy, in Vegas. Most of the places are closing down by 8 o'clock. You might, obviously fast food and things like that are still open, especially for the essential workers. On your way home, what are you going to eat? Because a lot of times you don't feel like going in there and cooking. That was something that me and Justin were talking about earlier before we came on. He was saying about, you feel like he gaining weight. It's day 34, and everything was starting to shut down about a week or so before that, like gyms and things like that. They were shutting down before that. So we're going on almost 6 weeks. He feels like, he doesn't eat any fast food at all. He shut that down. I think we all did by probably day 10. Because I was like, I can't afford to get no fatter. Like, I need to be able to wear what I have. And I definitely don't want a whole new wardrobe unless it's, smaller. I don't want to have to go up. Everybody want to go down. So I have to individually call a lot of my students to see about their understanding. I can understand that. I definitely think that's great. I know it's a lot on you. I know it's a whole lot extra. But like I said, it's because my sister-in-law, I see, her going through it and things. Brittany says, we are in self-quarantine, but my hubby still works. He's a truck driver. Oh, locked down here after getting sneezed on. I haven't left my house since. Woo. Oh. Melissa B says, McDonald's and Burger King in my side of town are closing at 9. That early? Oh, that's right. You did. You told me a few months ago where you stay at. Oh, that's pretty early. Oh my goodness. And Elizabeth says, no, my bedroom's upstairs. The health department said my daughter was okay unless I start showing symptoms. Then I'll be in my room only. And I don't know how you did that. Sherry's lost 12 pounds. I lost weight in this. Man, I'm trying. I really am trying. I'm doing everything I can. I have all kinds of immunity pills. I'm taking elderberry pills. Um, we have, I got Justin and Tiara their own pills. We're doing everything we can because I don't want to gain any weight at all. Where's the pill here? I'm taking these, Mago. Where's the elderberry? Here they go. I bought 4 bottles. I got 4 bottles of these. I just ordered a bottle. These are called Sambucus elderberry. They're immune builders. Everything to keep my energy up. Everything to keep everything functioning. And most importantly, I'm trying to keep the metabolism going because I feel like being on lockdown, it's gonna say stop. You ever see on TV where they're showing like gears, and the gears will be going, and then they'll show the gears slowing down, and then you'll see it stopping, and you'll hear this like, and it stops. That's what my metabolism is doing. Yeah. Oh, Brittany says she's hungry right now. And Sherry says no appetite usually happens before MS relapse. Well, I hate that you're, gonna have a relapse, but I am happy that you're not gaining weight during a time like this. Yet I am on a new suppressant medication. So here's to hoping. Oh, Monique says, I'm trying to lose weight too, but my studio place I go to work out at is closed. They are hoping to open up in May, but I walk to do my workout or do sit-ups inside my house. My daughter is doing a ab challenge. It's like a 30-day ab challenge. And when her 30 days ended, she started the 30 days back over. But Justin tried to do it with her. He working, and this 6 weeks been hellacious on him. I was getting on him before, back in February, the end of I think right around that first week in February, I was telling him, look, we got to limit our outer activities. They're going to start saying this anyway. So he wasn't going out a lot anyway. And I think he kind of blamed me for a couple pounds that he's retaining. Oh, Melissa says you can have them back if you want, because I don't really want. Melissa's trying to give you your 12 pounds back, Sherry. So for me, I'm trying. It's hard because I can tell you right now, when I place an order for groceries, sometimes potato chips, cookies, and candy, and that's all that's available. Then other times, it's hard to get vegetables. That's probably the biggest reason why I am online 2-3 times a week, because I'm always trying to get vegetables, and they have a limit. So you can only get 2 at a time, which means I'm going to have to at least place another order to get 2 more. Let's see what else. Meat. We were good for meat. We still are. That's no issue right there. It's really just vegetables and variety. Variety is really impacted right now. I was seeing if I missed anything. Okay, well, I didn't miss much. So with that said, I know I just showed you guys this. I know we did talk about jasmine being an option for the biggin. We also talked about Pocahontas being an option. But I did forget about one option that it might be a viable option also. This is a Dreamer Designs. I'm not sure how many people. I know that Dreamer Designs, and I have 1, 2, 3, I think I have 5 of their 2.0s. I looked at 2 of them. This is one, and the other one is the Life Above the Fray, I believe. And that one right there, I didn't look at the rest of them because the Life Above the Fray, I wasn't really happy with the pixelation. I did, though, see a final painting completed, a picture online, and it does render a little bit better after it's been completed, but I was not happy at all. But this one right here is, I think, well, I forgot about it, but I think it will fall in the category. Yes, a fine soft day, 120 by 40. And this one I like because I think it comes out exactly how it looked. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but let me show you the thumbnail image. I'm sorry. So it's the thumbnail image. And try to get a little bit closer. Don't be shy. Anyway. Let's see if you guys can see it when I do it like this. No. Maybe a little bit better. What I'm getting at is that the way that it renders after completion, I've seen a couple of people post this now, is it renders exactly how it looks right there in the viewfinder. And it's one of the few on Dreamer Designs website that I feel marks up like that. A lot of them I feel are, like, the color hues on a lot of them are very bright. The symbol quality on some of them, I've seen the pictures, and I understand that, I don't know what it is about this company, but it's like you're not allowed to say nothing negative about them. I get that sense from the comments that they make. Isn't it pretty? I love it so much, Monique. I saw it. I couldn't wait. So it qualifies by a long shot. Yeah. Your TSA is a 70 by 90. It's purple and blue dragon. Oh, that sounds great. They said they're closing all beef and pork factories. I did hear that, Jeremy. I did hear that. Yeah, I heard that, and we're going to see what that does. But I hear that they are very susceptible to getting it. There are, in one factory alone, over 300 employees all tested positive, is what I read, I think yesterday online. And it would probably have been, I try to only get my news sources from, like, New York Post, Washington Post, New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, Fox Business News. I try to get my news sources from there because I know on social media it's a lot of, like, fake news articles that are, rampant. So, and I saw it in the stream on, I believe it was Washington Post. It could have been New York Times, but it was one of those two. And they indicated that I think it's called Smithfield, and its plant is closing down. There's a lot of other meat packing manufacturers, and they are thinking about following suit because they're testing their employees, and they too are starting to test positive. So, So with that said, that means that we may not be coming out of this soon at all. And we may hit a different type of, quarantine and a different type of a impact. All right, so that's qualified. Just ordered one from DAC just in case. The 2.5 panels I ordered doesn't get here in time. Okay. Jeremy says, my boss went on a no-carb diet. He lost 30 pounds in 2.5 weeks. Jeremy, I have a friend. His name is Joe. Joe and I have been friends for about 15 years, and Joe has always hovered, I would say, around 325. He's tall. He's like 6 feet tall, and he did that. He gave up all. He called it white substances. He gave up sugar, salt, carbs, and he lost the. I think he said the same thing. In about 2.5 to 3 weeks, he lost 30 pounds off the bat. He lost probably another 5 or 6 pounds over the next, I think he said 10 days. And, a lot of that skin and stuff started to, get loose. So he started walking. He had bad knees. When he would get up out of a chair, you could hear his knees cracking. Joe was 43, 44, something like that. But he just had really bad knees. You could start to hear him start to crack. By the 5th month, Joe had lost over 80 pounds. And that's all that he did. He went on no carb diet. He basically, gave up sugar, dairy, and sodium and things like that. No carbs. He has a lot of vegetables, a lot of lean meat. So, I mean, it can be done. It definitely can be done. Obviously, he's got me looking like, I should check that out. He said that he drinks a lot of water. He limits all types of like sodas and things like that. The stuff that doctors tell you to do. They just don't tell you to enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy that cheese. Enjoy that meat. And get rid of the potatoes. They just don't say it like that. But that's pretty much what he said he did. He looks awesome. So your boss, kudos to them. Hopefully they're able to continue. The only thing that I feel bad about is the minute you take a bite of some buttered bread, a nice yummy bite of some macaroni and cheese, you hit. That's what keeps me from doing it, because I have to think long-term sustainability. And, can I sustain that? I don't know. But that's how I look at it. I got to have something that's real easy. I wish there was a pill. Pop it, wake up, Tia. Go to bed, Tia, wake up, J-Lo. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about J-Lo. Going back up, I want to make sure I'm getting everybody's. Elizabeth said, my rotten ass daughter went to Walmart the day after Easter and hit the markdown candy aisle. She spent $50. I bet you helping her eat it too. Melissa B says, I bought sour cream sand and it was already applied when I bought it home. Not buying any more dairy till this is over. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you bought sour cream the other day. Yes. I don't know if I can say anything like that during this lockdown. What I will say is I'm trying to keep from snacking. That's my biggest, objective. More water, and I'm trying to limit the snacking. So, I just ordered. Oh, I saw that one. Yeah, that's crazy, brother. Jeremy said, they said they're closing all. Oh, yeah, I read that one. I'm not so far behind. No, am I? No, I'm not. Timmy! How you doing, Tammy? How you doing this evening? And Sherry, please tell Rachel how awesome she is. She has really been great working with me, and I really appreciate her. Oh, that's so nice. Tammy says she's lost 60 pounds on keto. What? You have? You have? Melissa said I was starved to death. Tammy says bacon, cheese, and steak is why I stay keto. I understand that. You don't have no macaroni and cheese to go with that? That's my problem. I quit smoking 3 years ago and finally lost the 60 pounds that I gained. It was a whole lot harder to take off than it was to put on. I agree, Elizabeth. I smoked for 12 years. 12. Whew. And it was hard. And I was talking to my mom the other day, and I asked her, I said, Mom, she was like, yeah. I was like, remember when I smoked? And she said, yeah. And I said, how come I got like no grief about my smoking from my parents? None. And I said, how come you guys didn't? Because if my kids started smoking, I think I would give them a little bit of grief. You know, hey, you know, that's not good for you. Come on now, you know, that's not healthy. And so I asked her, I said, how come I never got any grief from you about it? And she said, because of why you started smoking. And I was like, wow, really? And they were like, yeah. Like, so I'm going to real quickly let you guys know. After school, I thought I was going to be this big superstar. And I went off. I tried to find some, you know, stardom. My father, he gave me a deadline. If you don't find fame within such and such a time, please don't give up on your education. So I didn't find fame. It was time to go and get my education. My older brother, he had moved off to, he ran off to the circus, basically. He's working at Cedar Point, which is an amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio. It's right there on the line between Ohio and Michigan. And my brother, he applied, he got accepted. And when he got accepted, he was offered year-round gig. Most of the time, you know, when it got cold, because it's up on the lake and the lake froze over, nobody was going to the amusement park. Most of the time it closed, but they did still have like bed and breakfast and different amenities that people who enjoy winter sports would come and enjoy. So that's what he did while I was chasing stardom. I come back, I go to school, and my brother, he's looking for a change in life. So he came, I moved out of the dorms, and we decided to get our own apartment together. It was great. We were back like kids under the same roof, except we're adults, and we could do what we want. We could eat what we want, things like that. So everything was great. We didn't live in the best neighborhood because we were young, you know, we were kids. I was at college. I think I was a sophomore in college. Anyway, my brother and I, we would go to the club, come in, you know, go to bed. Middle of the night one night, maybe 3:30, maybe it was going on 4. It was before 4 o'clock. I'm knocked out sleep. Boom. Big loud boom. The building, I'm on the second floor, whooshes like that. And then after it comes back, all this glass came shattering into the room. And I woke up to this. Scared me so much. I was frozen in bed, completely frozen, so much fear. I didn't even think I was alive. I was that frozen. I couldn't hear anything. And then my door, which had concave like my hand, was splintered open. My brother must have been outside trying to call me and didn't hear me. And he kicked the door in and came in screaming, T! You know, I couldn't hear it. I saw his mouth. And he came over to my bed. All his glass had came in and shattered, and I had cuts and things everywhere. And he was trying to clear all of the glass and debris. And then I started to hear a little bit. And, you know, my heartbeat, I could hear my heart beating, and I could hear it vibrating, and I could hear it, you know, just, it's not a sound that, you ever want to hear, just the thump of your heart more than anything else. And so I started to talk to him. I guess I was yelling, and I'm letting him know I can't hear. I don't know what happened. I'm scared. I was shaking. And he said, I don't know what happened either. The building was crumbling around us, and we're trying to get out. We're on the second floor of our apartment. We had a townhouse, and we're trying to come downstairs. So we come down, and in the living room, we had a pit. We had my dad's pit. We were so proud to get it. It was the Blue Pit Group. And, that's the catty corner furniture shaped like a square. And then you have like these footrests that you can put your feet up on. Sometimes we would come in and we would be playing video games and fall asleep down on the pit. Coming up out of the pit, like I know you guys see all the time online, you guys see how these things, they dig into something and then they just kind of hang. We had glass coming up out of the sofa cushions, right where we normally fall asleep at, like this. And my brother was crying, and I'm upset because what if we had fell asleep on the couch? We're trying to get out. We had bars on our window, and we couldn't get out through the bars on the window. And we had them put there for safety. But the living room door is now concaved, just like my bedroom door. And I can't get out of that door either. And so I was crying. My brother was trying to keep me calm. I'm shaking. And then we hear splinters coming from outside. The fire department was coming in to help us out, the same way my brother had kicked through my door to help me out. 2 buildings down, meaning there was a building between us. Someone was experimenting with making their own drugs, and they, I guess, got the concoction wrong and blew the building and themselves up. The brunt of everything was absorbed by the building in the middle, which was an abandoned building. And they believe that because that building was empty, that maybe some of the gas had been left on, and just them with their messed up concoction and the gas still being on for the middle building caused, enough to have a huge explosion. My nerves were so bad. We had nowhere to go. Obviously, my landlord at that point is supposed to apply for everything so that we can go into emergency housing or FEMA can assist us. My landlord took the FEMA assistance and kept it. A lady that I knew from my job, I worked part-time at Target was it Target or Kmart? I can't remember. No, it was Kmart. I worked part-time at Kmart at the time, and a lady who was one of the supervisors there, we had become really close with, take break and stuff together. She allowed me and my brother to come and stay until our building was back up to code and we had somewhere to stay. It was probably close to 6 months, and my nerves were so shot. She smoked. And when she would smoke, the smoke would calm me down. And I think one time I grabbed one of her cigarettes because she kept saying, "You're always shaking. You're always shaking." And I grabbed one of her cigarettes and just actually smoking the cigarette myself, holding it in my hand, stopped the shaking. So I didn't think about that until I forget what we were watching, but I was like, look at that baby smoking cigarettes. And my mom said, "Well, you smoked." And I said, "Yeah, I did, but you never said anything. How come you didn't get on me, and yell at me and hey, And she said, because of the reason you started smoking. So, I thought about that, I think what I could learn from that is, everyone has their vices. Definitely, Elizabeth, somebody was definitely looking out for me. For both of us, yeah. But my brother, he was so scared. And I felt like I was more scared than that. But he was like, you okay? I just remember him screaming, you okay? You okay? And I hadn't thought about that story until my mom said the other day. I can't believe, because I was shocked. You don't get on me, you ain't yell at me. She never said anything, her or my pops. Don't smoke, it's not good for it. Never said anything. I smoked for a long time, and then the baby started coming along. But that was why I quit. I mean, that's how I started, was that tragic story. Yeah, it is. I couldn't sleep for a long time. Are you serious? Melissa B., are we the same person? We both from Ohio and we both live in Vegas? Oh my goodness. Elizabeth said, Sherry quit smoking on her birthday. Tammy got more diamond paying money. Oh, you feeling sluggish? You're still not? I thought you were going to rest. Put your feet up. My brother's birthday is March 9th. Hey, Brittany, that's my daughter's birthday, March 9th. She grown now. My hubby quit 2 years ago, and he is so much better. Aw, exactly, Tammy. We think alike. Y'all will see my stash video very soon as I organize my craft room. I saw that picture today. You about to get you a craft room? Woo! Way to go. Hi, Marissa! Oh, what a nightmare that room is. Well, I can't wait. I don't ever plan on smoking again. That stinks. Oh, no, Tia. Yes. I did notice I can breathe easier when playing with the dogs or walking. Yeah, that's something that you notice. Oh, worries. Night, Cynthia. I'm sorry I didn't see you sooner. Oh, my goodness, Tia. Yeah, it was bad. I used to have a drop ceiling. I was woke up one night with the plaster that had fallen off the ceiling on me. Scared the crap out of me. I was afraid to move until I realized it was, yes, that's how I was. I was afraid to move. Whew. I was shaking with fear. Oh, and keep in mind, I was asleep. I was probably sleeping better than I ever slept, and just, I had my nephew come over then the next day and pull the rest of it down and put up drywall. I had to finish it though. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, this sounds like a drug story. Yep, Jeremy, you would have been right. You sure would have been. And my landlord collected well and did not. There was 4 units in that building, and we all dispersed and had to go somewhere. And I was giving my brother and I both, we were paying my friend Pam for allowing us to come and stay there. And we were buying groceries, and she kept saying, no, why are y'all giving me money? I'm like, we'd have to pay somewhere, And she said, I am just shocked that the city hasn't reached out to you guys. You guys haven't been put up somewhere else. You guys weren't given debit cards. I'm like, what are you talking about? So we looked into it. My landlord, she cleaned up. She collected every unit's money. Got her building put back together. All of that. Never, ever extended anything to us. She said she would give them our names. And get all of our, addresses and things like that. When she didn't have it or said, they, went off with family, then they gave the relief money to her, and she was supposed to disperse it, and she didn't. My friend Pam, she was like Johnny on the spot. She went looking, and she was calling around, and I was I was young, so I didn't know any better. But I think about that now. I do. And all the mouth I have now that would never have worked. I'd have turned into Medea on her. Honey, who you think you trying to pull one over on? So you learn. You live and you learn, but she got one over on us. So happy that you and your brother were not seriously injured. You and me both. But when Pam came to get us and she saw the glass coming up out of the couch, because we would fall asleep on the couch all the time, and then we would hear TV going off or something. That was back when TV might still go off. I can't remember what it would be that would wake us up, but we end up waking up, and I pop his leg. Come on, brother. Oh, by the way, I call my brother. He calls me sister. Everybody hates it. We've been doing it all our lives, so we don't notice it, but everyone talk about us for it. What do you call her? Is that her name? And he'll say something like, yeah. But she saw that shards of glass, big, long. I mean, they were really long, and she saw them hanging up out of the couch, and she lost it. She started crying. It didn't make it no better. So my nerves were really shot for almost a year behind that. 6 months I was, shaky and nervous. Oh, I couldn't hear. I mean, if a car backfired, I needed to go into the hospital. Oh, wow, Tia. Yeah, Brittany, I know. I tell you guys, I ought to write a book one day. I could probably have a series. I could be like Law and Order. Oh my goodness. But they're taking all my glory. They got this Tiger King and all of that. It's people out there that's just taking my glory. They're getting better. Oh, Tammy says that's crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Really, Tammy? She calls you sister? I never thought that I would hear that. Elizabeth says 3 years, October 16th for me, Jeremy. Oh, wow. Shawana says, I'm still here. Good. I'm glad you're still there. August 12th will be 3 years since I quit smoking. Look at this group. I'm so proud. So proud. I hope that everyone, so I will tell you, I quit because my mom said that's what she wanted for Christmas. Even though she passed in October that year, I still quit. I smoked my last cigarette at her funeral. Oof. That's very touching. Very touching. Everyone in my family thought my name was Sissy till I started a Facebook page. They couldn't figure out who was sending them friend requests. Well, yeah, brother and sister. Oh man, they look at us, they be like, did y'all grow up in the backwoods somewhere? Did y'all have plumbing? Did y'all have windows in the building? They say stuff like that to us all the time. Yeah, why? Because I'm saying brother and he's saying sister. That's who he is. It makes sense to me. I mean, I don't think it makes sense to other people. So they say this qualifies. Don't forget, guys, April 22nd, we are doing the Get Your Biggin' On challenge. And this qualifies as a biggin. Yes. Just so you know, this is art by Liam Kelly. He did release it on Dreamer Designs. And like I said, I have 5 paintings by them, but this definitely is one of the ones that I feel rendered the most like that original picture. So I think I may have a winner. Then Sherry says, my dad has severe COPD and only has a couple years long life left, maybe. So quitting was very important to me. I can understand that. So, and I know I've told you guys this before, I used to sneak after, the kids and stuff were here, I didn't want to, smoke around them at all whatsoever. And I would sneak out. We had a driveway next to our house, and the garage was jacked up. It would not come down. If it did, you couldn't get it back up. So it was best to leave it up. And I would go out there and I had my little area. I didn't realize when I'm going out to go into the garage that from the window of Justin's room, you could see maybe, me or definitely smoke coming from the direction. So one day I'm in the house, and Justin, who had to be probably 4 or 5 at the time, says, "I'm smoking." And I was like, "Huh?" And he says, "I'm smoking." And I said, "You moking? What is that? I don't know what that is." And he's doing like this with a little crayon or something. And he said, "I'm moking like mama. I'm moking." And I said, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like, I'm thinking I got a secret. And he ain't supposed to know about it. So I want to know, what you mean? And he said, "I'm moking like mama. I got to go out to the garage." And I'm like, "Oh, you can't tell me the baby didn't see me." And I put my plan in that week. I had a carton left. After that carton, wasn't smoking any more cigarettes. I was on my way to New Orleans. This was pre-Katrina, going down there, about to have a nice time. Me and all my friends from when I went to Ohio State, it's going to be 16 of us. We are about to embark on New Orleans. And I got down there. I pay $1.20 for a pack of cigarettes. I got to New Orleans. I had left my carton back home. I'm going to be in NOLA for 10 days. 10 days. Oh, I was trying to get away from the husband, trying to get away from the kids. 10 days. And I said, let me walk up to that store, that corner store. Give me a pack of cigarettes. Walk up to the corner store. Keep in mind, I pay like $1.22 for my pack, and I got a carton back at home. And the gentleman said, "That'll be $7.40. I said, "I only want one pack." He said, "That is for one pack." She quit right then. There wasn't going to be no 10-step program, not no, when I get done with this carton. She quit right then. I went through my withdrawal later that night, but I refused to pay $7.40 for one pack. I was done at that point. That's how I quit smoking. Just as epic as, getting started. This event is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I am too. Lots of giveaways. Well, Sherry, I can't win. I hope I win. I don't ever win nothing, though. But I do play. I like to play just for the fun. My Mill has end stage. Oh, her lungs are failing at a rapid rate. I don't envy what you're going to go through at that time, Sherry. It's extremely hard to watch. Yeah, but you know what? She's strong, and we're going to make sure that we do everything we can to help her through a difficult time. Make sure that we keep her, spirits up, especially, mentally and stuff, because that's where it's going to matter most. My grandpa, who raised me, smoked for 30 years, and he died of throat and lung cancer. Oh, it was hard. Now I'm trying to get my hubby to quit. Yeah, Jeremy said he quit cold turkey. That's exactly how I did it. Cold turkey. Never smoked again after that at all. Before, I'd be like, yeah, this is going to be my life. I'm going to finish this pack. Let me enjoy this. Oh, I found a pack. I didn't know I had one. Woo, But after that, $7.40 was done. Done. Not gonna ever smoke again. I'm good. This highway robbery, I'm not lying in their pockets. All of that you go through to get yourself, whatever you go through to get yourself over the hump. I went through it, but I was done right then and there. I walked out of there and said, "Woo, you just helped. You just saved a couple, trees for me because I'm not smoking no more. I'm not buying no cigarettes while I'm here. I'm gonna be here 10 days. That's enough to break the habit." I had some other things going on. I had to get back home to my husband. I said, "Mama, can you watch the kids a little bit? Like, you can't go to New Orleans without your man. It's just not, you can't." That's a very romantic town. And we out having a good time. And next thing you know, we walk in, we trying to come back we stayed at Le Richelieu in the French Quarter. And we trying to get back to the French Quarter. You got to pass every jazzy blues club on the way back. And I'm like, does everybody sing romance songs? Does everybody have a beautiful romantic tone? What is all of this? Nobody sing any rock and roll? There's nothing. Everybody is, "I left my man on the side of the corner. Get up, come on home. I miss us." All of just horrible stuff. So, yeah. Thank y'all. It's already tough watching my dad struggle for breath. I know when I was my dad, I will have all of you to help support me through it. That's right. Oh. So, yeah, don't go to New Orleans by yourself. If you're going to New Orleans, well, I don't know. I haven't been back since Katrina, but pre-Katrina, not a place to go, by yourself. You just, Miami, great place to go. I hated Miami. I went to South Beach, Miami. That's not a place for fat people. I'm up in Miami. Everybody got on dental floss. Are you serious right now? Really? I'm trying to go to the store. All I wanted to do was, I think I was looking for a scarf or something like that. Just a little scarf, little bandana, little t-shirts and things like that. Stuff to bring back. You can't find nothing but dental floss in South Beach, Miami. I was like, what part of Florida is for fat people? The guy at the counter, he kind of chuckled and said, "You probably want to go." Oh, I said, that was a joke. Like, he really going to point me somewhere. Are you serious? So that's the kind of stuff I got to go through. Uh-oh. You weren't supposed, did y'all hear Siri? I asked a question and she answered. There must be a part of Florida for fat people. She just answered. Don't do that. That is horrible. All right. Well, I better get to bed. I've got to get lessons done in the morning. Thank you, Tia, for a nice night. You're welcome, Miss Tria. Thank you for coming out. I know it's late. I know we covered a lot tonight. We talked about my completion. Justin came in, hung out for a little bit. Justin wanted to see Cindy B. He hasn't been, it's been 2 weeks, I think. It's been 2 weeks since me and Justin Diamond painted together. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I don't think he's bored. I think that he's ready to, you know how you get halfway through a project? He's working on 3. That's his first problem, if you ask me. The second problem is, you know how you get halfway through a project, you're ready to start another one. So he's gotten halfway through most of the projects and he's ready to start another one. But I told him, instead of starting another project, go back to maybe the first one. He doesn't want to do that. So that's where he is. Other than that, that's all that I pretty much had. I wanted to show that. Just to kind of go back over the things we went over tonight. These are new Deco Art, the Enchanted line. They offer a AB-like shimmer effect over your acrylic paint. If you guys are into painting the canvas once you complete it. I know some people will do a matte around there and put them in a frame. If I'm doing a gift, I won't be framing them. That's just me trying to save myself a couple bucks because, as I said, I will definitely, I'll definitely be making sure that I, save my good stuff for me. So this is also new from Deco Art. It's an enchanted line, but it's a sprinkle. It's shimmer. I don't know what it looks like. I thought it was great. I saw their little video on Michaels. I am in love with Michaels. I do try and get a lot of my stuff from there. I do have, I think I ordered a total altogether of 7 of these. So I am still waiting on additional colors. I ordered, I think, 4 enchanted, and I think that I ordered, I think I ordered 4 of the shimmer as well. Like I said, they all come in a different color, and they do add like an AV-like effect to your acrylic paint. I do have the new metallic paint as well from Deco Art, and I'm going to show you guys again. Hopefully you'll be able to see this with some clarity, but this right here is the effect that it leaves on your items. It is a textured glitter, like a metallic-y glitter, and that would be, it's a paint. So you would have that on the surface. Again, just some different things, different ways to be able to customize your diamond painting. On the lids, you can see the colors that they come in. What I didn't like is I wanted some, more traditional colors. I definitely wanted to see like a brown. I wanted a gray, a black. Perhaps this silver one right here I'd be able to do a lot with, but I definitely wanted like a gray, a black, a brown. As you guys saw, I just finished the Gold of Africa, and I did want to go around the outer edge with I probably will do this gold enchanted over a black base. I may do a brown base. But I do already have regular acrylic paint as well. So those are some of the things that you see from me. I'm trying to customize not only my paintings, but some of the ways that I finish them as well. Just to kind of give you guys some different options when it comes to how to finish your paintings. A little bit, Crashly. How are you? Girl, that pen you did the other day. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes, I very little though when it comes to painting. Very little. Very, very little. But I do. I used to finish surfaces with some of the other crafts that I did. And I used to, I've done soap molding, candles, loved candles. You name it, I probably have dibbled and dabbled. The only craft I don't recall really wanting to get into is knitting. Crochet, couldn't take knitting. I've done the elastomer bands. I'm allergic to latex. And I got the wrong bands one time, and my fingertips swelled up. They were so big. I couldn't touch anything. I was trying to touch stuff. Oh, my tragedies are things for you guys to enjoy. How you been, Crash? The pen was beautiful. Tammy, I loved it so much. I couldn't believe it. I'm way better now that I'm here. Needed some more cheer in my night. Wait, so it's textured paint? I think I've seen those. Yeah, these are textured. They offer, here's a front. Maybe you can see the texture on there. Yeah, it's not smooth, but I got one that of the Deco Art that was smooth also, and they just offer like a shimmer. These are shimmers. I have a ton of those coming in. There's only 3 here, but I ordered altogether, I think 8. So I think I ordered 4 of the regular enchanted, and then I ordered 4 of the shimmer enchanted. I got them from Michaels. The video was so, oh my goodness, I was about to order like $200 worth of paint. And I was like, why? You don't paint that much. You don't paint that much. Not anymore. So, never tried them before. I think you're going to like it. Like a metallic tint that you can add to acrylic. Yep. A metallic tint is exactly how she explained it in her video, that you can add over the acrylic. It's exactly word for word what she said. Never tried them before, though. You'll love them. I can see you putting them on your pens, finished products. That pen is freaking awesome. Every time I think she can't get any better, she does. Right? The pen was so amazing. We had fun. I didn't think anyone would see me. What? Of course. Dang, your camera is like extra blurry. No offense. It hasn't ever been blurry. I think because I don't know what's going on with it. Is that better? I'm using StreamYard. You told me to use StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard. You didn't like it? I couldn't really see that box. Dang it. Oh, that might be my light pad. Is that better? I think I just got too much light going on. I had my light pad on because I was trying to show my biggin. I forgot all about my Liam Kelly, and so I was trying to show that. Sounds cool though. I hope you two will do that again, Tammy. You are a hoot. Oh my God. Hey, love the Dragon. See, everyone loved it. I told you, you killed it. Press the gear in StreamYard. Then press cam mic setting. The gear in StreamYard. Cam mic setting. Oh. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Is that better? Are you guys going to do that? Oh, wow. You guys see that? Marissa and Tammy, sisters, are going to do a show next week. What day, Marissa? I think. Said we will do it again next week. What day? What day, Marissa? I want to know so I can go. I'm in training. I've been trying all week to join in on some of these shows, the things that I normally would miss if I was arguing liability. I got a lot of crap ahead of me now, though, guys. They're making us do everything. Not only are we going to be arguing with the other adjusters, but we got to create the estimate. We got to look at all the repairs. We got to know how this body shop is supposed to fix it. And if they overcut us, we got to be able to say, no, ma'am, not paying that. Here's my estimate. Get it done for this. Oh, we're not paying. Woo! Man, Crashly is a genius. Yes, you're Wednesday. You guys hear that? What time Wednesday? During my normal live, her and her sister are going to have some fun. Crashly gets it from Kerwin. I do agree with that. But y'all better stop. Y'all be doing it to my boy Kerwin. You know, sometimes he just got a lot on his hands. Because Crashly might just be a lot to handle. Right? Oh my God, if he saw that, he'd never drop it. You know I'm right, Crash. You know I'm right. Oh gosh, you guys have been great tonight. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. Yep. Just teasing Crash. He's only a genius on the computer. We done part one tonight. T. If you missed it, you can watch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off there and watch the playback. See if I show y'all another epic pin. What? Don't be like that. Next pin I'll make will be a running poop pin just cause of it. That's so nasty. Oh, Crashly, you're so crazy. Oh gosh, guys, it's been fun tonight. Thank you for coming, hanging out. I really appreciate it. I know I didn't get a lot of diamond painting done, but like I said, I just finished that other one, and I wasn't expecting to, really quickly be able to jump into the next. I didn't know the biggin was going to start on the 22nd, so that does give me a little bit of time. I'll probably just get my craft studio. You hear that, Elizabeth? My craft studio. I'm going to get that organized and get ready to start on that biggin. Oh, but thank you guys all for coming out. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great night. I will see you guys in the lives. And if you guys have content, obviously, I'll be checking along for that as well. Have a good evening. Night, all. Night, Marissa. I missed you. Okay, how do I stop this? Say leave studio.